What's going on, guys? I'm going to go over my watch list, kind of give you guys an inside look at what I'm looking at for tomorrow's session. Tomorrow is going to be November the 10th. So I do have some longs, I've got some shorts. I'm going to narrow it down a little bit, get a little bit more focused on the bigger macro picture instead of, following the 5 minute time frame for scalping. I'm going to use the hourly time frame just because I want that bigger measured potential move. And what I mean by that is that what I'm looking for is for stocks to confirm an area of supply or break down an area of demand and have room to run. So I want the most measured potential out of my trades. So even though I am predominantly a scalper and I'm not in trades longer than 5 to 60 minutes, I would like the break to come on a macro time frame, meaning the 1 hour time frame with no supply ahead and giving me enough room to run, or with no demand below, giving me enough room to flush. So I can take those plays, get in on that explosive move, and even if it pulls back or even if it spikes and bounces back up, I would have enough time and enough potential to get in there and make some money off of that. So starting off with Apple, I'm going to mainly trade in the direction of the market on the daily time frame. Apple has been trending up. The market is looking a little bit, I'm not going to say weak, but the triple Qs are looking like they're taking a little bit of a pullback. They are taking a little bit of a breather. I know we had Jerome Powell speak this morning. I believe that he speaks tomorrow as well. Today was the first day that we closed underneath the 5-day moving average on the triple Qs. So with that in mind, if we confirm today's low prices on the triple Qs, it looks like the triple Qs want to trade to the next area of demand. And I'll get to that chart in a second, but that looks like the 10-day moving average, which is not too far down, maybe about a point to 2 points away. So again, the market is not crashing. The market is not falling apart. The market was a little bit choppy today. There was a few amazing setups. Tesla with an amazing short, Amazon with an amazing long, TTD coming off a day two off of earnings, very, very strong. Coinbase got absolutely destroyed with earnings. So other than that, not too much going on. Fubu also lost a lot of money on earnings, so I'm not really an earnings player type of trader. So any questions about earnings or do I think it's going up or long? Your guess is as good as mine because I've seen the market pull, aggressive earnings, and I've seen them spike earnings that are mediocre. So it's completely up to you. It's like going to the casino, rolling the dice. It's like picking red or black on the roulette table, and it's like playing blackjack. So to each his own with earnings plays. But just getting into the video, I am looking at Apple long. We have been holding this uptrend here on the daily time frame. So I do have this level of 151.44. It's going to be a little bit closer to 151.50 cents for me. Reason being is that we do not have any supply until we get up here to 154.16. I'm not saying that if we break 151.50 that we're going to run to 154, but it does give us a little bit more measured potential. We will run into a little bit of resistance here at around this 152 area, but with Apple, and I do trade options contracts, they're not that expensive for at the money. So we can possibly pick up contracts for anywhere from $100 to $160, $170 a pop. I'm looking to maybe load in 5 to 10, 15 contracts, depending on the premium, depending on the price action, and depending on the overall market. You can get in with 10 contracts. If you do get that 50, 60, 70 cent move rather quickly, those contracts will become profitable extremely fast. You no need to hold and wait for the bigger move. You could definitely sell, lock in some profits, hold a runner if the stock closes at the high of day. Next stock that I'm going to be looking to trade is the Triple Qs ETF. I am looking at the Triple Qs ETF to the downside. So if we do get a bounce on the triple Qs tomorrow, I probably am not looking to play this long. Why? We're coming on 3 consecutive red days on the triple Qs. We did lose the 5-day moving average. So if we do get any sort of dead cat bounce tomorrow, realistically, we would need to get over this $399.50, $400, $401 area before we start that next leg up. I do think that we need to consolidate a little bit sideways. We do need a little bit of distribution. Allow some of the stocks that are coming out of supply to get pulled up, and some of the stocks that are pulling into support, we need them to start basing out before the triple Qs start to make that next leg up. I do see us losing 394. If we lose 394, we do have measured potential down to 391. Again, triple Qs is not going to trade in just a straight line down unless the whole market kind of wants to pull in at once, like we kind of had today off the open. But you can expect moves 20 cents, 30 cents, 50 cents, 70 cents, maybe $1. You can get in. Again, options contracts are fairly cheap on the triple Qs, anywhere from $200 to $300 for in the money. And you can play those contracts very aggressively. If they do immediately reclaim that 5-day moving average, you can use that as your max pain and get out of the trade. As long as we are trading below today's lows, I am very confident that we could possibly touch the 10-day moving average. Another stock that I am looking at is going to be Amazon to the long side. So we do have stocks that have been making aggressive moves, like Nvidia got pulled today, Tesla got pulled today, Coinbase on earnings got pulled today, Upstart got pulled on earnings. So a lot of the stocks that are really high flying and making these huge moves got pulled. If we kind of look at Amazon's overall picture here and look at the daily chart here, Amazon is not one of these stocks that's been running for the past 3, 4, 5 weeks. Realistically, we're coming off of 1 green, 2 green, 3 green days here. We did have a little bit of a breather, and then today we did take out those highs. We did close at, we didn't put in highs at 35.92, closed at 35.76, and trading down just a couple of points after hours. If we do confirm this 35.92.80, that is the area that I'm going to look to trade long on Tesla. I mean, on Amazon. I want to trade in the direction of the stock, so I want to stick with the trend. The trend is coming off of the bottom 200 down here on the daily 4 days ago, and we are trending up. Can we put in an inside bar day? Can the market pull in tomorrow and Amazon put in sort of a rest day, maybe even a red day tomorrow? Yes. So I am only looking to trade Amazon over 35.92. Over 35.92 does have measured potential to 36.50. That is around 50 to 60 points higher. We could come into this area, quickly get rejected, chop around, and take another bit of a pullback here. But what I am looking for is sort of a flat or red to green open on Amazon. That would be perfect if we can kind of let the dust settle in the first 30 minutes and then kind of ride that momentum through 35.92.80. And then that would be when I would look to get long. Let me just see here what other charts I was looking at. I'm also looking at Nvidia and Square to the downside. So I was caught in a little bit of a tangle here on Nvidia today. I did try to play a 5-minute bounce on Nvidia, did come up to test the level that I purchased at 3 to 4 times, quickly got rejected. I did take a loss on Nvidia. However, I did see a macro breakdown below the lows of 308. I did take a short on Nvidia, only took 1 contract, did break even on it. I think it was about a $480, $500 trade on that. However, I did take about a $400 loss on my long on that. So I broke even, made a cup of coffee, just $100 on that trade. Nothing spectacular. Really wasn't too happy with the way that I traded that. I kind of did lose a little bit of patience in the morning and jumped into Nvidia based off of what I seen in the pre-market. However, we did not confirm any of the levels that we put in the pre-market. So realistically, instead of trying to bounce Nvidia off of the pool, I should have just waited for confirmation on the flush and just went in a little heavier, maybe 3 to 5 contracts on that flush through 308, because it quickly traded down to 302, 301 very, very fast. Those contracts would have been in the money pretty significantly, and possibly anywhere from $400 to $600 a contract. I was going to probably look to take 4 contracts if I never took that loss off the open on Nvidia. So what I am looking at here on Nvidia here is to trade in the direction with the momentum. The momentum, yes, we did put in a high today of 323 or 327, something like that. We are coming down into the 5-day moving average here. That price point is going to be 295.31. I might look to take a scalp below 299.12. I need to see what the pre-market does. If we do have a little bit of a gap down, and we do gap down into the 5-day moving average at around 295, At that point there, I'm going to see what the pre-market lows are, let the first 30 minutes of the day plan out. And then if there is any potential for a flush through the opening range lows, anything below the 5-day moving average, NVIDIA does have room down to 274. So it does give us a little bit of measured potential to the downside. Also, just taking a look at Square, as we know, PayPal has been getting hit. Square kind of falls in the same group. Again, same story, narrative doesn't change. I'm looking to trade with the trend. The trend on Square is down. I'm looking for a confirmation of today's lows, 222.72. Anything below 222.72 does have measured potential to 226 as well as 223. So areas of opportunity for a potential scalp short. I hope that kind of helps and kind of give an overview of what I'm exactly looking at in the market for tomorrow. I'm going to narrow down my watch list, maybe 5 to 6 stocks. I'm going to let the first 30 minutes of the day play out and then take the best possible setup off of those levels that I'm watching. If these levels do not confirm, I will not be taking a trade. If 1 out of the 5 or 6 confirms, I will take that trade. If 2 confirms, I will take that trade, so forth and so be it. But I want to stay a little bit more patient. I want to allow a little bit more data to form on the triple Qs. Triple Qs did close below the 5-day moving average. So let's see where they kind of stop. Let's see what stocks continue to get pulled down. And let's see what sectors remain strong. I hope that helps, guys. If you did like this video and you want more videos like this or a little bit more help, I do voice chat live on my Discord at least the first 30 minutes before pre-market, and then at least that first hour to hour and a half, predominantly when I am trading. You can join my Discord. That link is down in the description box below. If you do not want to do that, that's perfectly fine. Give me a thumbs up on this video, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys all on the next YouTube video.